now it's been a few weeks off of everything, so I feel a little flat and fat stage. Fucking great flat and fat stage. We love that stage. Man, this is backlit. Let's turn this around. Let's turn this baby around. All right. Is that better? Yeah. What's up, friends? So, going to the gym today. Nangle too far again. So back to zoo. And it's 5 p.m. So I need to get some protein in. I'm supposed to get this protein in 15 minutes ago. So fuck. And I'm just gonna chug this right now because I should be hitting the gym right now. So I should have at least had like a good hour or 30 minutes to digest my protein. I mean, sometimes the world just doesn't work out the way that we want it to. So I'm gonna shake this baby up, swallow it. Pause. And I'm gonna just chug this real quick, and then maybe we can run to the zoo shit and get this savage workout in. I wanna absolutely destroy today. Someone was about to call me. Why do you not call me anymore? Anyways, today is gonna be some chesticles with, wait, what was that? Yeah, chesticles with a little bit of back. I would like to add in triceps, but probably not. The arm day is tomorrow. So, I'm just talking to myself. No, I'm talking to you guys. So normally, I would have some salmon and chicken breast. Unfortunately, when I eat salmon and chicken breast, I think the extra fats and the fact that it's just got a higher, it just has a higher volume to take up my stomach. And the fats slow the digestion as well, so it makes it hard for me to work out right after I have that. So that's why I just do the whey isolate, especially if it's right before the workout. Because for some reason, I don't know what it is, because even though I'm lactose intolerant, I can still chug a good whey isolate shake. And it's like, I don't think there's anything else, any other protein that I can consume. Of course, other than collagen, but collagen barely even counts, because you could just take that as a pill that I can digest easier than whey isolate. And collagen doesn't even count as the protein we're trying to consume in order to utilize hypertrophy and gain some mass. So normally I like to make this a little bit more special, put some cinnamon in it, put it in the freezer, maybe sprinkle some allulose. But we're on a time crunch, and this is still pretty gas. I think of it like a pudding, but it's more like icing-like, because it's sweeter and it has a chunkier consistency, so it's more like icing. I'm straight up eating protein icing. Or if I put it in the freezer, then it's like ice cream. Gas! That's about 55 grams of protein in there. I bought this new hat. I love these hats. These are hate-free hats. Super dope. Makes me feel. All my hats have been getting dirty. So if you can see behind me, I got 3 hats lined up. I got a new hat cage from Amazon, and I'm thinking how the hell am I gonna? These are my favorite hats, and they're expensive too. I don't know, hats are just expensive. It's the same fucking price as just buying actual clothes. So I heard I should just put it in the washing machine in the cage, right? But I don't even know it's got a lot of stains on it, so I'm trying to think about what do you guys use, if you guys use any, to clean stains off of your hats. I think I have a stain remover spray for clothing, but I feel it's not very effective, and I've tried to brush things off with it. So, and I'm very nervous about doing things to my hats because I care about them so much. So I don't know if you guys have any recommendations. You guys understand this, but the only issue I really have, one of the biggest issues I have with bulking is just after eating too much protein, or honestly just too much food, sometimes I can't even sometimes I'm not even here anymore. Like, I feel like my mind just disappears from the face of the planet. Like, you can't hear anything, can't pay attention. I start just falling asleep. It's like my level of presence is just not even there anymore. It's just, presence almost is just not even a thing. Versus like, say that like you had enough time between your meals, and like let's think of like a position where like this is like over exaggerated. Say that you're fasting, or you woke up in the morning and you decided to skip breakfast. I think it seems that most of us, we like feel fucking good, but like maybe you might be a little hungry depending on like how many calories you've been eating sustainably, consistently. But man, I can just do work like that. I feel clear-headed. My dopamine's like running. My mind is just not like fogged up by this over-inducing like consumption of carbohydrates and starches that just make me want to go to sleep, and also just make it hard for me to like perform when I need to, which is kind of stressful because a lot of the times in the stuff that I have to do, I feel like I need to perform and be on my shit a lot of the time. Like when I'm like at home editing or doing work, not as big of a deal, but when I'm filming anything, especially like a podcast, I want to make sure that I'm giving it my all to like my guests or whoever I'm talking to. I want to make sure I'm giving it my all in my presence. But sometimes, I mean, if you're bulking, you just can't. So some of the times I cared way too much about like at least giving it my all during a podcast, where I like realized I had to make a decision. Either I had to, you know, eat the food and just have a really hard time, or I could fast, maybe skip the meal beforehand, obviously at the cost of my bodybuilding journey. Hopefully just a little bit, hopefully nothing crazy, because it's just like, what if I did it, say, one meal before every podcast, which was every week, then at least that way I can be there with the guest. I can like literally, I can actually physically, spiritually, like mentally be there with the guest, like look them in the eyes and feel what they're feeling as they're talking, and just be really fucking present. It's just like that connection, that connective like ability is just profoundly more like prevalent when I am fasting, or when I don't have food that's just stuck in my gut. Otherwise, I just don't want to be asleep. I don't even want to I want to be there, but I just can't. Like, I literally physically can't. I try so hard. So, like, I had this podcast with Jimmy House, and I was a little tired from the weekend, but also, what I didn't tell him is I had protein right before the podcast, because I felt guilty. Because then if I didn't have the protein before the podcast, it would be 6 hours since my last meal. And my coach wants me to eat meals every 2.5 to 3 hours. And I just felt too guilty for doing it. And dude, I had such a hard time during the podcast. Like in the intro, especially during the intro and the beginning of these podcasts, I'm just like, like, not even sure what to say. I'm trying to introduce him, but then I can't even read what's on my page. So I stutter multiple times, and then he like says something, or he asks a question, and I'm just sitting there for like 10 seconds because I can't register what he's saying, or it's taking me forever to register it, until finally it does, and I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And it just does not make for a good podcast. It does not make for good conversation at all, or experience with people. Now the other side of this is, I could be starving. I could be starving in the Philippines, have no food, and be struggling to even survive. So life could be always a lot worse, right? Let's hit this gym sesh. Actually, I also wanted to tell you guys about, I had this workout with Steph Myers this last week, and it was fucking cool because he and I ended up like, we'd only just chatted here and there, and then I saw on his story that he was hanging out with Lex for like a second, and I was like, oh shit, I remember him telling me that he was gonna move here to LA. So I sent him a DM, I'm like, bro, did you already move? He's like, yeah, dude, I actually finally moved in. I'm just like, how are you doing? Like, how was LA for you? Because I'm always curious, because when I moved to LA, it was a little weird. And it's hard to move to a completely new place where you hardly know almost anybody. And he's like, you know, honestly, like I'm still getting situated because it is feeling a little strange right now. But I'm just like telling myself that, you know, I'm in a new place. I don't know very many people. All my friends are way back home. So, and I've been told by other people that LA is kind of weird at first. And I'm like, yeah, dude, honestly, for the whole first year, LA is definitely a little bit strange. It has this kind of like weird energy when you move in, but as you slowly get to know more and more people, you start, hopefully, if you're someone that's like not 100% introverted and you can't get out of your comfort zone, you start to get to know more people. You start to create more like communities around you, and these communities, especially if these friends, can slowly become your closer circle. It starts to feel a little bit like family. So I never thought this would happen, but I've been hella fucking lucky that now, having lived in LA for like a year and 2 months now, I have a good few group of people that I can call like home, because I don't really have anywhere else I call home, just because family background, our family wasn't like that, so I'm not close with them. But it doesn't really matter to me because this is some real family. Like, I fucking feel loved here. I feel supported and I feel seen. I love my friends. So, best feeling of home I could honestly ever hope for. So I hope this happens with him, but like, super cool guy, because we were just hanging out doing a workout for the first time. And we ended up talking about like, dude, I don't know how we ended up getting it, but we went so deep, like into spirituality, our view on spirituality, what we've experienced in our path, how we grew up religiously, how he and I both grew up very Christian. So, and then I, still Christian, but also, well, I grew up very Catholic, but still, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, but I also believe in a lot of concepts with Hinduism, Buddhism, and a lot of other things. I hold myself and resonate with a lot of aspects of spirituality, and the main concepts that always seem to bring home from everything, regardless of what container you want to put your spirituality in, has always been like, love one another as yourself, and that there is something more, and to serve it, whether it be your idea of God, your idea of just the universe. If the universe is all of us and we are all one, there's like a lot of things that drive like my motive and my purpose in life. So okay, homies, I've done a few sets already, but then I forgot to take my pre-workouts. So I took some pumps here in back of the house, but I always wait to take my capsules afterwards, and I didn't. So I'm gonna take 6 big ass whopping pills of Magnify. Oh shit, I missed. And then 3 juicy pills of arachidone. Oh, I'm gonna get started on this shit. So today's gonna be a sick day. So it's kind of like the previous chest and back, but this time I'm supersetting each one. So chest, first one's incline dumbbell. Then I'm moving over to this chest supported T-bar row. And for the 4 sets, I'm gonna be switching back and forth consistently between the two, which is fucking tiring, man, because it feels like cardio. And cardio's hard. All right, set number 3. Incline dumbbell and then straight to the T-bar row if this guy doesn't take it. I might do 85. So I'm going for 13 to 15 reps. I'm gonna try to go as slow on the eccentric as I can reasonably. Sorry for screaming into the mic. I feel like I could be a lot more peaceful. It's so hard for me to not make noise when I'm lifting though. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason it's just hard for me. So this set is third set of the T-bar chest supported row. That came right after the chest press. So I'm gonna go for 15 for this. 15, I'm gonna try to keep the eccentrics slow, keep practicing the stretch. Now that I know off of my Prometheus DNA that I am a type 1 fiber responder and I have impaired muscle performance, particularly for type 2, means I am not a power lifter and I need to keep doing more time under tension for my size to grow. So I did the 3 sets. No, I did 2 sets of each. So this is the third set of, basically, the third set of lower chest dips with our feet extended outwards. And then I'm going to superset with one of my favorite back exercises. It's a little weird though right now because I'm having a chest pump, so it's hard to do this back exercise, and you'll see why. But on a non-chest pump day, this is like one of my favorites. The hair is here, and I just don't want to sweat on my new pretty hat. So I actually tried to do this with a dumbbell, but could not hit 15 reps. Hit maybe 12. So no dumbbells for this one, no extra weight. Just gonna go for the body weight lower chest dips with my feet extended.
Oh yeah. Oh, right. You're like, ow.
What's the biggest turn off? Oh my god. Yeah, this dog is the best one. Yeah, these are oh, it's like a fucking dog. Yeah, this is the funniest.
Praise Dale. Dude, you gotta make that like that.
You know, like they're well, I was afraid I'll make so much sense in a moment's life. I would have watched them and to look for
Second or third round, that shit's drifting away from me.
We're superset. Back exercise. I don't know where my music went, but superset. Fourth exercise, second back exercise for the mid back. Incline, lying, back row. Back row. So I'm hitting 60 pounds. I'm trying to go for 15. The weird thing about the chest pump is like when I squeeze down on the chest press, like my boobs, like it just fucking squeezes my boobs. You can't really, I can't like do a full stretch on this one. Like I can't like round it out. So it's not a big issue though. It's not the worst.
Still a decent stretch, I think. Shit.
Forgot to say this is to the hip. So down to my head. I definitely could tie my hat a little tighter, but honestly though, like when I'm doing this exercise, I think I just feel like I flex my neck and flex my head like too much, where it just starts popping off the back. I'm dying.
Can you break my bones? Will you tear my skin? Can you taste my lust? Can you feel my sin? See, I'm a waste of life. I should just kill myself. Yeah, I could slip my wrist, but it really wouldn't help. Wouldn't fix my issues or change your mind. Cause I broke your heart and you buried mine. Now I'm
What's up, guys? So I fucked up. I wasn't recording any audio, so I just want to tell you guys that I sincerely love you guys and thank you guys for coming on this journey with me and watching my, I don't know, I feel like other people's vlogs are so high quality and you guys are still here to watch mine. It makes me want to cry, bro. Fucking love you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys have the best fucking day ever. Hope you guys get a savage fucking lift. And I hope you guys have the best fucking life. And go crush some motherfucking weight. Yeah. And then of course as usual, you know, if you want some yoga clothes, good now. If you want some huge supplements, good now. Whatever. I love you guys. Peace.